This untold story of Markie Post and her sex life will take you on a journey through the life of an actress who brightened our screens for over 4 decades. Remember Markie from shows like The Fall Guy, Hearts of Fire, and The Night Court? Her charm and talent made her unforgettable. But how did she transform from dealing cards on NBC's Card Sharks to becoming one of the 80s and 90s biggest television sex symbols? Join us as we explore Markie Post's incredible life, and stay tuned to uncover the secrets behind her spicy legacy. Markie Post, born Marjorie Armstrong Post on November 4, 1950, became known as Markie Post. This name change had nothing to do with her acting career, but was simply because her siblings struggled to pronounce her full name. Her father, Richard, was a physicist involved in advanced fields like nuclear fusion and magnetic levitation, while her mother, Marilee, was a poet. Growing up in Walnut Creek, California, Markie attended Las Lomas High School, where she became a cheerleader. Despite her wholesome image, Markie admitted in an interview that she attempted to rebel during her teenage years due to the high expectations set by her parents. But since she couldn't drink, smoke, or engage in typical rebellious behaviors, she ultimately failed at being a rebel. However, her pure image didn't always work in her favor. As a college freshman, she was voted the biggest snob on campus, an experience that left her devastated. Initially, she pursued physics to follow her father's path, but eventually dropped out, realizing it wasn't her calling. She then turned to acting and earned a Bachelor of Arts. Markie fell in love with fellow student Stephen Knox during drama school. Their relationship was intense, with Markie describing it as a case of opposites attracting. She had no prior sexual experiences before Stephen, and their passionate romance led to marriage in 1971 when she was just 21. However, their relationship quickly fell apart, and they divorced less than a year later. After college, Markie worked behind the scenes on game shows like The Price is Right, Family Feud, and Split Second. She also worked as an associate producer on Alex Trebek's Double Dare show. In 1978, she transitioned to being in front of the camera, dealing cards on the game show Card Sharks. Her talent and beauty shone through, and she soon realized she enjoyed being in front of the camera. This led to her first film role in Frankie and Annette, the second time around, and guest appearances on numerous popular TV series between 1979 and 1981, including Barnaby Jones, The Incredible Hulk, and Heart to Heart. Markie started her TV career in 1979 with an episode of Chips, and also appeared in Buck Rogers in the 25th Century that year. In 1981, she joined the Gangster Chronicles and starred in Gangster Wars. She was featured in game shows like Match Game and Go, and had roles in Fantasy Island and the A-Team. She also became a regular on the $10,000 Pyramid. What a variety, isn't it? In 1981, she nearly got her big break with a role alongside David Hasselhoff in the TV series Semi-Tough, a spin-off of the movie starring Burt Reynolds. However, despite high hopes, the show was canceled after just 4 episodes. Moving on to the second man she loved, producer Michael A. Ross, whom she had met in an acting class in 1980. Initially, she didn't like him and thought he was a phony, but they turned out to be soulmates, remaining deeply in love until her death. Their love produced 2 daughters, Kate Armstrong in 1987 and Daisy in 1990. Brace yourselves, because in 1982, Markie finally got her big break. She landed her first recurring role in a popular series, joining the cast of The Fall Guy in its 2nd season as Terry Shannon, a bail bondsman. The show starred the brilliant Lee Majors, a well-known actor who played Colt Seavers, a Hollywood stuntman moonlighting as a bounty hunter. Even though the role was a significant step in her career, Markie hated it. She felt like a mere accessory, likening herself to a typewriter rather than an actor. Markie also felt disconnected from her co-stars, including Heather Thomas, who played the leading lady opposite Lee Majors. Heather was battling severe addiction issues at the time, which led to an intervention by her loved ones. Markie, however, was so out of the loop that she remained unaware of Heather's struggles. During her time on The Fall Guy, Markie also took on numerous minor roles in other major shows such as Code Red, Matt Houston, The Love Boat, Cheers, and Glitter, simultaneously appearing in 1 or 2 episodes. Her face became increasingly familiar to TV audiences, paving the way for her most significant breakthrough in 1984. That year, Markie joined the cast of Night Court in a regular leading role as Christine Sullivan. Her character is entangled in a love triangle with Dan Fielding, played by John Larroquette, and Judge Harry, played by Harry Anderson. Fans also rooted for Christine and Judge Harry to end up together, a sentiment Markie shared. But here's something not many know. Even though Markie Post was a real-life sex symbol and bombshell, her character, Christine Sullivan, was quite the opposite. Christine's unflattering suits and quirky demeanor hid Markie's real-life stature. Despite Christine downplaying appearance, young boys had Markie swimsuit posters on their wall, and she was the epitome of girls wanted to be her and men wanted to be with her. Yet Markie didn't see herself as a sex symbol and humbly believed she wasn't extraordinary regarding looks. Now, Markie's good girl nature often influenced her roles. She was frequently typecast not because of her previous characters, but because of her real-life persona, known for being sweet and innocent. She once admitted she was always the rule follower and the voice of reason. In her personal life, Markie was a loving mother to her 2 daughters, and this caring nature also translated into her on-screen roles. However, Markie wanted to prove herself a serious actress and fought hard for more substantial roles. In 1992, she got her chance to play Georgie in Hearts of Fire. Markie loved the scripts and her character, a down-on-her-luck, chain-smoking journalist with solid views. She described the show as the best work she had done. Opposite the legendary John Ritter, who played John Hartman, the show was a political satire filled with tension and eventual romance. The cast included big names like Billy Bob Thornton and Ed Asner. The role was a significant departure from her usual characters, and Markie thrived, with critics noting she had finally become her own actress. Unfortunately, the show underwent significant changes in its second season, losing much of its edge. Despite the show's decline, Markie continued to secure roles in film and TV series year after year. One of her most notable roles was in the hit comedy film There's Something About Mary. She also had a recurring role in Chicago PD as Barbara Bunny Fletcher. Markie also played Julia Whitney in Odd Man Out. She later starred as Mom Chandler in Holiday in Handcuffs and filmed Cook Off, which came out in 2017. Tragically, towards the end of her career, Markie was secretly battling cancer. Despite undergoing treatments, she kept working, driven by her passion for acting. Her resilience was evident as she appeared in projects like the Lifetime Christmas film 4 Christmases and A Wedding, the series The Kids Are All Right, and the TV movie Christmas Reservations. Her final role was in the series Soundtrack. Markie lost her battle with cancer on August 7, 2021, nearly 4 years after her diagnosis. Her family remembered her not as a TV and film star, but as a loving wife and mother. They cherished her for her kindness, creativity, and the warmth she brought to those around her. Markie Post's legacy is of talent, resilience, and an enduring spirit of love and kindness. So what do you think was Markie Post's most iconic role? Do you have a favorite moment from her career that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about your favorite stars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.